Assalamualaikum and very good morning to Dr. Samiha and my other classmates. For today, I will present to all of you regarding to the concept of the development of Islamic crowdfunding through the implementation of digital economy blueprint, which have been launched recently. As for the beginning of my presentation, I will highlight to all of you relating to the introduction of digital economy blueprint. Basically, on February 19, 2021, Malaysia Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin had launched new program named as My Digital, whereby this program is a national initiative that symbolizes the government's ambitions to turn Malaysia into a digital-driven, high-income country and also a regional pioneer in the digital economy. Besides of this effort as to achieve the successful of 12 Malaysia Plan 2021 until 2025, this program also is a kickstart towards achieving wawasan kemakmuran bersama 2030. Therefore, this program illustrates an action to ensure that no Malaysians miss out on the digitalization boom, and right now is the time to lay the groundwork for the country's transformation into an advanced digital economy. Due to that, by launching My Digital program through Malaysia Digital Economy Blueprint is a way for boosting the Malaysia's growth as the technologically advanced economy. For the concept of crowdfunding, I have laid out certain definitions by the scholar. As for Wahjono and Marina 2017, they stated that the individuals, organizations and companies, including startups, can now raise funds for their operations by using online portals, which also known as the crowdfunding website. Then, Best, Ness, Swart, Lamkin and Raymond's 2013 highlighted that crowdfunding indicates for the internet-based method for companies and other organizations to collect funds through donation or contribution from a large number of people. And for Molik 2014, crowdfunding is the funding model in which business owners of different new business ventures or social and cultural initiatives receive funding from private investors or a pool of investors to help them achieve their business goals and income. Thus, based on all the definitions given by the scholars, in simple words, I might say that crowdfunding is the online platform created for the use of individual or companies to get the funds or investors to make some fund investments for them to start or running their business. Then, under crowdfunding platform, there are 4 types of crowdfunding to be highlighted. First is the donation-based crowdfunding, whereby this concept highlighted that funds provider make a one-time contribution without expecting anything in return. Second is about the reward-based crowdfunding. It means that funds provider receive incentive in the form of products or services in returns for their investment in reward-based crowdfunding. The third type of crowdfunding is lending-based crowdfunding, or also known as peer-to-peer, P2P, or market crowdfunding, which is this type illustrate at the same concept with the bank lending, whereby the investors put the money into a bank account in exchanges for the interest. The last one is equity-based crowdfunding. This type means that fund provider receive shares in the funded ventures as the returns of their investment, and if the company perform well, investor will receive dividend payment. Regarding to the growth of crowdfunding in Malaysia, the Capital Markets and Services Bill to 2015 was passed by the Parliament in 2015, whereby it indicated that Malaysia was the first country in Asia which had made the legal framework pertaining to the crowdfunding platform to be implemented in Malaysia. Dato' Ahmad Maslan, Deputy Finance Minister at that time, stated that there are 6 local companies registered with the Malaysia Security Commissions which had been authorized to conduct the crowdfunding activities, and the purpose of the bill is to control and protect the interests of investors and business. He also added that equity-based crowdfunding should be used in conducting the crowdfunding platform in Malaysia. Therefore, in 2021, there are currently 10 registered crowdfunding platforms in services, and among of them are Atis Ventures Sdn Berhad, Eureka C Sdn Berhad, and FBM CrowdTech Sdn Berhad. After that, we jump to the main discussion of this presentation, which is about the concept of Islamic crowdfunding. As a basis, the main gist to understand regarding to this concept is that the platform of crowdfunding being conducted by following all the rules and regulations related to the Sharia principle. As Mazban, Asute and Bosley 2014 opined that Islamic crowdfunding was introduced as the solution for the startup companies to start their business rather than making loan to the bank. Therefore, according to Ancients and Purnamasari 2016, Islamic crowdfunding may be described as the use of small amounts of money raised from a large number of people or organizations to finance a project, a business, or personal loan or other needs through an online-based platform that adheres to Sharia principle. As for Wahjono and Marina 2017, they perceive Islamic crowdfunding as a form of fundraising in which Islamic principles are used to decide and screen whether the certain elements of the operations are allowed or prohibited. In simple words, what could be understood regarding to the Islamic crowdfunding is that all operations must be in line and follow all the principles that have been highlighted under Sharia rules. After that, to understand more about the concept of Islamic crowdfunding platform, there are three main characteristics of this concept, which are free of riba, which is interest, free of maisir, gambling, and free of gharar, which is ambiguous. As for free of riba, it means that it must be free from any interest charged on money lent or borrowed, where the money invested or loans created money as the principle of operation. Then free of maisir means that all the ventures are forbidden from engaging in any gambling related practices such as participating in it, investing in it, or financing related to enterprise or being affiliated with the gambling industry. As for free of gharar, gharar exists when there is ambiguity or indeterminacy in financial transactions, such as when the quantity of the products on sale or purchase is not predetermined or defined, and the contract between both parties, ventures and investors, is unclear. Regarding to the part of the application of Islamic crowdfunding in Malaysia, actually Atis Group is the first company which has launched Malaysia's first fully Sharia compliance equity crowdfunding platform. Atis Malaysia will act as a digital stock exchange enabling Malaysia's companies to raise funds through the share issuance while also allowing investors to trade these shares on the platform. Basically, this group also have the same targets as the other platform of crowdfunding, but they are operating it with the full compliance of the Sharia characteristic principle in the Islamic crowdfunding. After that, regarding to the role of policymakers or the roles of the government about the crowdfunding and Islamic crowdfunding activities in Malaysia, actually all of the crowdfunding companies in Malaysia are registered under Malaysia's security commissions. Therefore, everything regarding to the rules, operation management must be tallied with what had been laid down by the Malaysia Security Commissions. After we look on the basis principle of Islamic crowdfunding and also the application of Islamic crowdfunding in Malaysia, on this part I will explain about the impacts of the adoption of Islamic crowdfunding towards SMEs and entrepreneur groups in Malaysia. As what had been stated, the forthcoming platform will concentrate on the supporting local SMEs, a market segment where over 900 businesses have raised 350 million ringgit or $84.97 million through P2P and crowdfunding platform, and it is projected to increase since Malaysia already got the full license of crowdfunding Sharia compliance to be operated. As a conclusion, after all of the points discussed pertaining to the crowdfunding, Islamic crowdfunding and its application in Malaysia, the main difference that we could see relating to the crowdfunding and Islamic crowdfunding is that the basis principle is still the same, but the main difference that could be seen between crowdfunding and Islamic crowdfunding is that the elements of Sharia principle become the main basis of running this platform. Thus, there are certain characteristics that must be followed to consider the crowdfunding as the Islamic crowdfunding, such as the platform must be free from any riba, maisir and gharar. Next, about the relationship between application of Islamic crowdfunding through the DEB. Actually, these new economy activities are in line with the Trust 2 and Trust 6, which are about boosting economic competitiveness through the digitalization and building trusted, secure and ethical digital environment accordingly. In addition, with the emergence of this new concept to be tallied on with the trust and the DEB, it's truly interconnected in ensuring that the economic activities are able to boost it and give more profits not only for SMEs and the entrepreneur groups, but also give the great impact for Malaysia in terms of the application of crowdfunding market, especially when adopting Islamic crowdfunding. I think that's all for my presentation for today. I hope everyone are able to see the connection of the Islamic crowdfunding through the implementation of DEB in the future, and hopefully Islamic crowdfunding activities are able to be expanded widely too. Thank you and have a nice day. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.